Forsaken killers have some pretty interesting lore, and there's a lot more lore hidden inside some of the skins you can find in this game. Yet there's a lot of hidden secrets and Easter eggs, a lot of which expands the story of some of these characters, like for example, Cool Kid. So Cool Kid has 4 different milestone skins, all of which slowly make him become more and more corrupt. This is a milestone 2 skin. You can see that he's developed horns, but it's the milestone 3 skin and even the 4th skin that make Cool Kid that much more unique. You see, if you use either of these skins here, Cool Kid has a new animation in which he tosses the player to the side and then uses his hacking abilities to essentially dispose of them. Not only that, but you know how his dad is 007 and 7, and when Cool Kid gets him, he gently places him down? Well, if you have the milestone 4 or milestone 3 skin, he ends up doing this animation here. He actually ends up hugging his dad. And there's actually a common theory that throughout his milestones, Cool Kid actually starts to realize what he's doing. Because if you don't know, Cool Kid actually thinks he's just playing, and that when people die, he thinks that they're just sleeping. Honestly, a pretty sad way to go, finally realizing that he's actually a monster. Original. So this skin is based off of the actual Team Cool Kid avatar, which is the one where a lot of hackers actually used. Like the shirt would literally say, Team Cool Kid join today. But for whatever reason, the L is missing here, and the text is also pretty messed up as well. Like, it's not the exact same skin as the one that the real hackers actually used to use. Still pretty cool though. Cultist. So this skin gives Cool Kid a red hood, maroon pants, and a rope belt. Honestly, this is kind of like a weird skin to have, but with this skin, it pretty much goes to show that Team Cool Kid ended up developing a whole cult following. Like in the render for Milestone 4, you can actually see some of his cult members just standing behind him, fully supporting his corrupt, monstrous look. School Kid. So this one's pretty interesting. It makes Cool Kid look like a nerdy schoolboy. The description reads, Zombie Kid still calls him Lame Kid. He gets bullied. And even in the render there, you could actually see the Zombie King, who's actually an upcoming killer in the world of Forsaken. I wonder if he'll still make fun of School Kid. Cooler. So this skin actually makes Cool Kid into a teenager. The skin now gives him headphones, a red and black hat, black jeans, as well as some sunglasses. And the description here reads, skating with the same board that his dad gave him, which pretty much goes to show that he still very much cares about his dad. Speaking of which, weirdly strict. Now this skin is a reference to the Roblox game Weird Strict Dad. It pretty much swaps Cool Kid and his minions with the dad character in this scary Roblox game. Now what's also funny about this skin is that when you buy it, there's a text here that says, Bridian, I love your videos, man. Thank you for doing what you do. So this is one of the developers of Forsaken talking to a YouTuber named Bridian. He famously made a review on Weird Strict Dad, calling it the worst Roblox horror game.
And I began to hate your softness, your viscera, your fluids, and your flexibility.
He really did not like that game, I guess. Cosplayer. So with this skin, Cool Kid puts on a paper bag pretending to be Jason, John Doe, or even 1x1. It's pretty random on which character gets chosen at the start of the round. And the text here says, little guy must have thought that all of his new buddies were pretty cool. More than likely, he heard about these killers from 7 and 7. As we all know, he's actually scared of John Doe. Nightmare. So this skin is a reference to the popular Roblox game, the Robloxia Until Dawn. It pretty much turns Cool Kid into like this weird monstrous creature. He's got the Roblox spawn symbol on one eye, he's got a glowing diamond on the other, and then the text here reads, Mama, a girl behind you. Cupcakes. So this is actually one of the more creepier Cool Kid skins, because with this skin here, it actually makes him very insane, as he wears different pieces of several survivors. Like apparently his hat is made out of the flesh of the survivors. You can see 7 and 7's burger hat at the very top of it all, and then with his face, you could just see that he's totally lost it. And then even with the minions that he has here, they all get replaced with like the different survivors. Like there's Shaletsky, there's Builderman. I imagine with this skin here, this is Cool Kid when he has lost all of humanity. Blue Dud. So Blue Dud's an interesting character. He's pretty much Cool Kid, but from an alternate universe. His description reads, I'm cooler because I'm blue. What makes this skin unique is that he actually gets his own specific emote called Yay Wahoo Wee. Even all of his voice lines replace Cool Kid's original ones. He now sounds differently as well. Oh yeah, also part of Blue Dud's lore is that he's actually a streamer.
Tell the red one There's a cooler kid in charge.
Yeah, it also says right here that Blue Dud talks to an imaginary camera when he isn't streaming, which pretty much confirms that, yeah, he streams. Even more than that, he also gets his own chase music. Yeah, there's a lot of lore about Blue Dud, but pretty much you just need to know that he despises Cool Kid. Cool Kid, on the other hand, is indifferent about him, though the two would work together if there was a greater threat. So maybe at one point, the two can work together to defeat the mysterious Spectre. Pretty Princess. So this skin makes Cool Kid into a literal princess. Yeah, the shirt now says Team Pretty Princess applications open. The font is also now italicized, so it's more pretty looking. Now, as far as her lore goes, she does have a parent called 226W6, which is a skin for 7 and 7, but unfortunately they would die due to an illness shortly after creating Pretty Princess. And just like Blue Dud, Pretty Princess also hates Cool Kid. I'm not really sure why. And just like Blue Dud, all of Cool Kid's lines are replaced with new ones, like for example,
You look funny.
And then another fun fact is that Pretty Princess actually has a pet gubby called Gandalf, Savior. So this skin actually turns Cool Kid into a Dustbelief Papyrus, which is Papyrus from an alternate universe. This is the reference for the skin here. But yeah, the skin also makes Cool Kid's minions look like these creatures from the Undertale game. Honestly, I really like these skins. I'm a huge fan of Undertale. One more time. So this is actually a pretty funny skin. So the skin was inspired from this Roblox game called A Bizarre Day, which is pretty much a whole JoJo inspired Roblox game. And in there's a character that had this suit on. This suit is actually inspired from a Tom and Jerry episode. Yeah, what's also funny about this skin is that when you get stunned wearing this, you'll hear Tom from Tom and Jerry screaming. Mafioso. So this skin pretty much makes Cool Kid into a mafia boss. And now this character isn't actually Cool Kid. His real name is actually Don Soneino, and he's actually the head of the mafia family with his name. Yeah, he actually used to run the same casino that Chance would often frequent, but then one day Chance would win a rigged game and took the prize money and then ran away, making Mafioso give him an ultimatum to either return the prize money or sleep with the fishes. Yeah, for the description here, it reads, never mess with the Soneinos. Yeah, again, this character also replaces Cool Kid's lines with his own.
Men, stand your ground. Let's make this quick. You won't be getting away.
Honestly, really good voice acting. And now Cool Kid does actually have some upcoming skins, like for example, Scarlet Kid. And now with this skin, it gives Cool Kid a red vest, a skirt, a yellow ribbon tied around his neck, as well as some angel wings. Yeah, this is a reference to this character, Flandra Scarlet from Touhou Project. Not much else is known about this Roblox skin, but I think it needs a few workings right now. It just looks a little cursed at the moment. Another skin that's up and coming is called Peeler, which is a reference to the Annoying Orange, an old popular YouTube series about talking annoying orange. And looking at this concept right here, I know it's just going to look horrifying. Like, look at these faces here. Yeah, and then it's likely that Cool Kid's minions are going to be undead versions of Apple and Pear. Again, other characters from the Annoying Orange series. And then we have Dividayo, which again is another Hatsune Miku reference because we know the devs really like their Hatsune Miku skins. Yeah, here's the possible reference for that. But as for now, not much else is known about this skin. We do have an unconfirmed skin, which is literally just called Job Application. Yeah, it changes Cool Kid's skin to now white, and then with his text, it's just employment information. Yeah, this is a reference to like all the job application jump scares that have been popping up and trending on YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Yeah, look, even the back here, it says, get a job. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. But now we move on to 1 by 1. So this is my favorite Forsaken killer with some pretty interesting skins. Like right here, we have the classic version, which is a reference to 1 by 1's official Roblox model. Because if you didn't know, yes, this used to actually be a real Roblox account that unfortunately would get hacked at one point, and people thought that this character was actually going to hack all of Roblox at some point. Like even the description reads, that's it. That was just a zombie AI script from 2010, which is pretty much a reference to old Roblox games that would feature 1 by 1 scaring other players that would visit. Evil Green Skeleton. So this skin turns 1 by 1 into like a very bright green hue. Yeah, honestly, this skin is pretty weird. Like this is the front of it. You could still see the domino crown that it's wearing. But now what it's actually referencing is even weirder. So this skin is actually a reference to the Stuck Inside Green Skeleton verse from this Twitter video here. Yeah, this was a Five Nights at Freddy's song, and for whatever reason, this was included in this clip.
I am very green, but I'm mean. Made of calcium, my bones are nice and clean. Fresh, you see.
I mean, not gonna lie, that was pretty catchy. But yeah, that was it. That made the Forsaken developers add this skin in. Yeah, look, even in the render, it says, I am very green, but I'm mean. It's a good one. Green Guess. So this turns one by one into the myth creature known as Green Guess. We all know Guess 666 and the rumors about that one, but Green Guess was also another popular rumor in which YouTubers were making Roblox videos about a mysterious creature called Green Guess that was joining their Roblox games. It also became a famous story. But yeah, the myth goes the Green Guess had admin commands and would mainly hack a Roblox game called Life in Paradise, Betrayed. So this, in my opinion, is 1x1's best Forsaken skin. The description reads, what if 1x1 was betrayed by his minions and trapped in the hyperbolic time chamber for 1,000 years? So now this last part is a reference to Goku being in the hyperbolic chamber, but it does play off of that story of what if his minions actually betrayed him. Well, apparently he gets way more powerful. They also grow long white hair, but not only that, 1x1 in the betrayed skin is actually able to talk.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies.
Yeah, actually one of the more creepier voice lines in the Forsaken game. Like, we all know that 1x1 is a pure manifestation of hatred and negativity, but now that he is actually betrayed by his minions and trapped for 1,000 years, he's now gained the ability to talk and has become way more powerful. Honestly, pretty terrifying. Timeless. So this skin gives 1x1 a look from their 2009 avatar, but not only that, their face also gets replaced with the infamous C face. Yeah, if you don't know, this face was actually released during the April 1st, 2012 Roblox hacking incident. Yeah, that was a time where a lot of hackers just released a whole bunch of items on Roblox and were giving away Robux to different Roblox players. It was a mess. But yeah, this face right here was actually released, and then once Roblox gained back control of their website, they ended up removing it, never to be seen again. So with this skin here, this is just a reference to the hacking incident that occurred in 2012. Flesh Gajurda. So this skin turns 1x1 into the popular YouTuber Flesh Gajurda, which, if you don't know, they're actually one of the first Roblox YouTubers of all time. Yeah, now they do a lot more Mario content, but they're one of the first ones posting Roblox content on YouTube. Yeah, like this video here is 18 years old. And if it wasn't obvious from the video, they really like Mario. Now, unfortunately for Flesh Gajurda though, they would for whatever reason end up getting terminated from Roblox. I guess that's why they only post Mario now. Diva. So this skin turns 1x1 into a character named Diva from the Project Diva Deep Blue horror series. Yeah, I think the game is like a horror version of Hatsune Miku. And like I said, the Forsaken developers really love Hatsune Miku. Guardian. So Guardian gives 1x1 a gladiator helmet as well as a full armor set. Yeah, if it wasn't obvious from the artwork here, it pretty much gives him this whole green look, and even his sword is now green as well as some plants wrapped around it. Now, the reason for that is because this skin was part of the Earth Day Pass, which was a game pass where if you bought it, you'd get a whole bunch of Forsaken skins for different characters. And now with all the money made from the Earth Day Pass, the money was supposed to go to charity. Allegedly though, the money would be stolen by the game's former owner. Though we do have an update where Basil, the new owner, posted that $59,000 was raised and $72,000 total were donated to 2 different charities. So finally, we got some good news from this Earth Day Pass thing. Hack Lord. So this skin pretty much turns 1x1 into an alternate version of Shaletsky. Yeah, you could see Shaletsky here who's half corrupt. His face now also dons a skull mask which covers up majority of the face. Instead of the dual swords that 1x1 typically uses, he now has one great sword. And now to get this skin, you have to actually kill 50 Shaletsky users with 1x1. Honestly, I feel like that task would take forever, but at the same time, it's a pretty cool skin to have. 1eggs. So this skin pretty much just turns 1x1 into a chef. He now has a chef hat. Instead of glowing green, he's now glowing yellow. The eye also glows white instead of red. And then for his swords, he now has 2 large frying pans. And as for his minions, they all now get replaced by giant egg and fruit creatures. Now, what's funny about this skin is that it actually came out on April 1st as an April Fool's joke. Now, it actually cost $1,366. The reason for that is because this number kind of looks like it's saying 1 egg. And the reason for the whole chef look is because for the Champion 1X theme, people thought that instead of him saying 1X, he was saying 1 eggs. I mean, honestly, I can hear it. And yes, also with this skin, it allows 1X to have some unique voice lines.
I need 1 egg. Who's hungry? The water's just boiling. It's fine. Get in. We have to cook.
But yeah, we still haven't gone over Noli, John Doe, or Jason, so you want me to talk more about the lore of their skins? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.